Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our Nirvana Day service this morning. It's nice to see all of you. And thank you also for those that are watching our service online. We will begin our service with the ringing of the kansho, or the temple bell, which signifies the start of our service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seats. Please rise for the meditation, which will be followed by the Vandana and Ti-Sarana in both the Pali and English languages. This can be found in your red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7. Please be seated. Reverend Sumikawa will now recite a Nirvana Day Aspiration.
Put our hands together. The Windward Buddhist Temple Sangha is gathered here this morning to observe the memorial of the passing of the Buddha, Shakyamuni, the sage of the Shakya clan. His last words to us were, "Hold fast to the truth as a lamp. Seek emancipation in the truth. Look not for assistance from anyone beside yourself. Rely on yourself, and do not rely on external help. All component things are subject to decay and death. Consider the thing called self. Think of its transiency, how you can fall into delusion about it and cherish pride and selfishness, knowing that they must all end in inevitable suffering. Be always thinking about the transiency of your life. You will be able to resist greed and anger, and you will be able to avoid all evils." Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Today's sutra, Shoshinge, can be found in your red service book on page 11. We will recite verses 1 through 12, then continue on to page 58 at the bottom of that page.
Shin Kyoshu, each size and makubon budding, mochi nyorai guzeigan, butsu gongo dai shogesha, zenin miao fundari ida butsu hongran nembut, yaken kyoban nakushujo, shingyo juji jininan, nanchu shinan bukashi.
Please rise for the recitation in the same red service book on page 4, Creed number 2, and let's recite it together. Casting off the self-power mind of the varied practices and disciplines, we entrust ourselves single-mindedly to Amida Tathagata to save us in regard to the one great matter of birth. With one thought moment of entrusting, we know that we are saved and that our birth is settled. After this, we say the name in joy and gratitude, repaying the Buddha's graciousness. We acknowledge gratefully that we are able to hear and understand this teaching because of the benevolence of our Master having appeared in this world, and of the succession in the transmission, the good teachers whose words were not shallow. Beyond this, we will observe the established rules of conduct throughout our lives. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Please remain standing and turn to your brown Praises of the Buddha book, page 119, Gatha on this morn.
So
Please be seated. Our guest speaker for this Nirvana Day service is Reverend Satoshi Tomioka. Reverend Vernon will introduce him.
Good morning, everyone. We kind of had a busy morning today. I'm glad we made it on time. Reverend Satoshi Kaʻimipono Tomioka was born in Shimane in the southern part of Japan. He is the youngest of 3 children. He completed his studies at Ryukoku University in Kyoto, majoring in intercultural communication and Shin Buddhism. Continuing on at Ryukoku, he entered graduate school and received an MA in literature, Shin Buddhism. After attaining Tokudo ordination, followed by Kyoshi certification in 2010, Reverend Tomioka underwent the International Ministerial Orientation Program in 2012 at Berkeley, California. And he was then assigned to Puna Hongwanji Hawaii Betsuin in 2013. He currently serves as the minister of Puna, Pahala, and Naalehu Hongwanji missions on the island of Hawaii since 2017. Reverend Tomioka's hobbies are playing the ukulele, reading books, and sports. It was his dream to become an overseas minister. Now he is living his dream by sharing the teachings of Jodo Shinshu with Hongwanji members and the people of Hawaii. He is married to Haruka, and they have 2 cats, Kinako and Kuromane. Welcome, Reverend Tomioka.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, Namando, Namando. Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. And then aloha. Welcome to Windward Buddhist Temple. So thank you for having me as your guest speaker for Nirvana Day. Thank you so much. Although today I have a mask, can you hear me? Can you hear me also? Okay. Take it off? Okay, before I take off, I want to ask one question. Although I have a mask, you said that you can hear me. But how about this one? Although I have a mask, can you see my handsome face? You're okay? I can take off. Are you sure? Are you ready? You may say, oh, no, well, good then. Okay, anyway. So, okay, thank you for coming today. That's my talk. Okay, thank you. Okay, again, it's my honor to be here. So again, today, we are here together to observing the Nirvana Day. So I want to explain about the Buddha's life or how important today's service is. So you can see like pictures over there. So basically we say first one we call it the Buddha Day, April 8th. Or we may call it the Hanamatsuri or Buddha's birthday. Celebration of the Shakyamuni Buddha's birthday. And second is we call Bodhi Day, December 8th. That is attaining enlightenment. Shakyamuni Buddha became a Buddha, awakened to this truth of life. And then third is today, Nirvana Day, February 15th. That is passing of the Buddha or entering of the final enlightenment. So today, we are here together to appreciate or understand and then experience what is the significance and the meaning of Nirvana Day, passing of the Buddha, attainment of final enlightenment. Then, to explain this now, do you know what this is? Yeah, candlelight. So basically, we can see beautiful altar over there, Amida Buddha in the center. You can see flower, incense, also the candlelight. Basically, the flower symbolizing the compassion of the Buddha, beauty of life, also truth of impermanence. Or the candlelight symbolizing Buddha's wisdom, the insight to see everything as it is, without judgment, without discrimination, the wisdom, power to see everything, every people as they are. Also by having lights, we can have a warmth. Or when we know darkness, by having a single tiny light, we can feel, oh, something is here with me. Also, we can give a direction using a light, come here, come here. So that is one of the meaning of the candle. But today, on this Nirvana Day, this candle light, we can think about differently. That is like this way. Candle lights symbolizing burning of delusions, attachment, illusions, struggles, sufferings, difficulties, desires, and then pains, like a burning fire. So how you feel if you touch the candle light? If we try to touch the candle light, we cannot touch, so hot, hurting our fingers. Burning fire of those things, hurting, causing terrible tears, not only to me, but to the people we have today. So we want to control this burning fire. But let me ask in this way. Today is February 19. So far in this 2023, how many of us can say so far, I have never, ever had a moment of anger? How about how many of us can say, in my lifetime so far, I have never, ever had a moment of difficulties? Oh, yeah. I mean, we know we have happiness, peace, and then joy. But we also know somehow we have to encounter pains, difficulties. Could be emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, in many soul ways, in any place. We don't want to have it, but somehow we're experiencing. So Buddhism identify guiding me. Indeed, Satoshi, in your life, you do have burning fires. You want to extinguish, somehow out of control, burning. So Buddhism identify this in this way, samsara. Transmigration of birth and death. Today, I'm here as a human being. I may say, most handsome minister. I can talk to Reverend Birth later, which is handsome, but today I'm here human being. Buddhism teaching me before my birth as a human being, I may belong to hell or hungry ghost, different realm. After life, I may go to another place, maybe suffering, or I don't know. So Buddhism teaching me there is like a cycle, transmigration before, after of my life. Then always there is a burning fire. Yeah? Burning fire. Then what should we do? Then now please pay attention to this screen. You see now fire, burning fire disappear, then nothing or darkness, which means emptiness, tears, suffering. But from their darkness, something appear, come to our life. Something coming to our life. You see, this is like, do you know what flower is? Yeah, lotus, symbolizing purity, blessing, or harmony, perfection. So we can see kind of a transition, darkness or burning fire over our life to pure white lotus. This is we may call it true tranquility, liberation, parinirvana, nirvana. Finally, no more burning fires, no more continuation of the transmigration, no more tears. To make a distinction, yeah, Shakyamuni Buddha is a awakened one. So no more greed, no more angers. But because he had a human body, there is a naturally pains or struggles caused by human body. Yeah? When Shakyamuni Buddha passed away, finally, no more pains caused by body. To make a distinction, it is called a parinirvana, final, universal enlightenment, true liberation. Then again, today, Shakyamuni Buddha even today teaching me, so nirvana, teaching me death is not ending. Passing away is not end of life. That is a transition to the pure world, pure land, nirvana. Teaching us, asking me, Satoshi, then how about your life every day? How do you live your life? How do you see your burning fire? And do you feel when I take my last breath, yeah, I'm going to be born in this beautiful world, pure land. Satoshi, do you understand? Even today, Shakyamuni Buddha teaching me. Then to appreciate this nirvana. Now, let us think about in this way. This is one of the saying or message from the Jodo Shinshu tradition. It says, attaining the interesting heart, awakening to the compassion of Amida Tathagata Buddha through the working of the primal vow, we shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we will be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide the people to awakening. The sentence today, together, what I want to think about is these words. Yeah? At the end of life, we will be born in the Pure Land, Nirvana, and attain Buddhahood, become a Buddha. It's not ending, returning to this delusional world to guide the people to awakening. So Jodo Shinshu tradition teaching me, once we encounter Amida Buddha's compassion, hey, we'll be assured today to be born into the Pure Land at the end of life. It's not ending. We can continue to guide the people who left behind on this world with so many ways forever. Then, now I want to share this one. So it said, names are the sweetest and the most important sound in any language. Do you agree with me? Do you agree? Yeah, we have names. Yeah. My name is Satoshi Kaʻimipono Tomioka. So my spouse Haruka, today she couldn't come to here with me because she's working for the CPA accountant office. So now you know what will happen. April is tax season, so she's not busy. But my spouse, she calls me by my first name, Satoshi. So when usually she calls me like Satoshi. like a regular way. When she calls me, Satoshi, she's so happy. When she calls me, Satoshi, she's super, super happy. But when she calls me, Satoshi, and then when she calls me, well, that is kind of end of my life. But do you have such an experience? Don't you think so? You know, the way of she calls me, telling her feeling. Yeah, she adding her joy, love, affection, or worries, concerns, or anger. So I can tell by how she tells me. Yeah, we can laugh. So, but we know when we calling the name, it's not only the name. Yeah, we adding so many things into the name. And when we can have a connection with a person, the name has a power, not just a name. Yeah? So to Hongwanji tradition, yeah, the name is, we chant Namo Amida Butsu. Yeah? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu means, I take refuge in the Buddha of infinite compassion and wisdom. I take refuge in, I go to the Buddha of compassion, wisdom. At the same time, actually, that is Amida Buddha calling to me, hey Satoshi, come to my embrace. I will liberate you as you are. That is Amida Buddha calling to me first. Satoshi, come to my embrace. I shall liberate you as you are. Then upon hearing the name, I respond, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Then how many of you have this? I do have a cell phone, but before when I was a high school student, this was my cell phone, yeah, like flipping this way. Like there is one gentleman, so he had keeping this cell phone for years. So his children offered, Daddy, you know, yeah, we can get a new smartphone for you. Easy to use, we can have a video conference. Yeah, we can get for you. But Daddy said, oh, I'm fine, thank you, I'm okay. The children said, oh, okay. But occasionally they are asking and offering, Daddy, you know, I can see a cell phone kind of old and then dirty. We're going to get a new one for you. The same answer, reply, I'm fine. Then finally children, they ask, Daddy, we understand you want to keep this cell phone, but could you tell us why you want to keep this cell phone? And he began to explain the reason why he wants to keep this cell phone. He said, you know, after your mother passed away, my wife died. I have so pain difficulties. I cannot imagine my life without her. I try to manage my feeling, but when I cannot handle my pains, tears, what I do is I open my cell phone and then listen to the voice message. When I open the message, that is from my wife. So she's calling me, George, I'm running late. I'll be there pretty soon. I love you, George, I love you. So when he feels so sad, that is a way he can listen to somebody calling his name with love, protection, everything in it. Therefore, he cannot throw away the cell phone. But that is a name. He knows somebody calling me. So these words can make sense to us. If I could wish one thing, I would hear your call. I would hear you call my name. Do you have anybody you wish you want this person call your name again? Don't you think we do have an experience, especially when our friends and their family dying? What do we want to tell them? Mom or dad, I'm here for you. We call their name gently. Or we want to hear one more time, why don't you call my name? Sometimes our wish comes true, sometimes it doesn't. Of course, today, we do have somebody we call each other. We can ask ourselves, how do we call each other? Yeah, myself could be my spouse. I mean, Haruka, Satoshi. But if we put love and then caring, the neighbor can be so beautiful. We can share so many things here. That we can learn. Name is not only name. Then we come back to hear words again. Yeah? Namo Amida Butsu is not just a chanting or name of the Buddha. It is Buddha's wish. Because observing our pains and struggles, Buddha saying, come to my embrace. I'll liberate you as you are. In that promise, no more transmigration. There is an assurance. I shall never ever let you go alone. For the conclusion, this is my grandparents, so my mother's parents. So I guess after I grown up, my mother began to share her pains and struggle she has been going through. I guess when we were kids, I think she tried to hide, or she didn't tell us anything about her pains. Maybe because she didn't want to us worry about her. After we grew up, I began to hear her concerns, worries, the pain she is going through. One day, but she texted me saying, you know, Satoshi, to be honest, life is not easy for me. I'm going through so many. But you know, I do my best. I want to continue to live my life with Namo Amida Butsu. Because when I meet again with my parents, I want to be the person who can say, Dad and Mom, I did my best. I tried to live my life with compassion, wisdom. I did my best, Dad. Therefore, for her, I thought she's my mother, but I thought that is a so beautiful way of life. Knowing that those people who gone before us, not just the deceased, they are those people who encounter Namo Amida Butsu there in the Pure Land. Not only there, they are guiding her life. So she can acknowledge my burning fire, guiding her to be compassionate, kind, inspiring her to live life with Namo Amida Butsu. Then, so that they are truly in the Pure Land, Nirvana. Then, how we can go to Nirvana? What we can do is not my power, because we do have a burning fire. Yeah? So today, in the morning, I'm supposed to come to Honolulu around 7 o'clock, the first flight. But in the morning, I got a text saying, flight change. My first reaction was burning fire of this time so worries, concerns. What if I cannot come to here? Luckily, the flight is early enough for, thank you, Sensei, but lucky enough for, early enough for to be here. Yeah? Occasionally, burning fire occurs. So if we rely on my heart for pure go to Pure Land, I cannot rely on. What we do is, through the working of the primal vow, Amida Buddha calling, come to my embrace. I shall liberate you as you are. That is a calling voice of Namo Amida. So on this occasion, Nirvana Day, we can think about Shakyamuni Buddha teaching me death is not ending. For those people who encounter Namo Amida, it is a transition to the Pure Land. We can meet again with our loved ones with the most beautiful appearance. But it's not only afterlife, like my mother's experience today, right here, right now, we are together. So I think for her parents, as they are the Buddha in the Pure Land, they never judge. Yeah, they never say never judge. When they see again, my mother and then her parents, when they see again, I'm sure their parents will say, my dear, my daughter, my everything, I have been watching you. I know what you're going through. Indeed, actually, my daughter, we are together in the Namo Amida Butsu. So now you are here together with me in the Pure Land. It's not ending. Now let us continue to support, guide the people who left behind, guided by Namo Amida Butsu. So we can see a past, future, present. Whatever we may going through, we are together, embraced by Amida Buddha's compassion. Don't you think it's so beautiful thing and a wonderful thing? Indeed, forever we are together in this embrace of Amida Buddha. Again, for these words, it has a meaning to me, attaining the interesting heart, awakening to the compassion of Amida Tathagata Buddha through the working of the primal vow. We shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. After the end of life, we'll be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide the people to awakening. There's a final conclusion. I want to sing or listen to one song together. I don't know if you this song, but the song is, you know this song, the Is? So in this song, we can pay attention to the, in this life, I was loved by you, guiding me. I have a person who thinks of me, who worried about me, who always loving me. Then we can acknowledge, indeed, I'm going through so many things due to my burning fires. But Amida Buddha saying, I'm here for you. Come to my embrace. And we can feel our loved ones who have gone before us truly in that embrace with us. So if you know this song, let's sing together. Don't be shy, okay?
In my life, there was an emptiness in me. I was imprisoned by the power of God. With one kind touch, you set me free. Let the world was loved by you.
We can make a choir over here. Then please put your hands together in kansho. In a Hongwanji Buddhism tradition, placing hands together is called kansho. It is said, our right hand is symbolizing Buddha's compassion. Left hand is symbolizing human beings who are going through so many. Observing our pains and difficulties, Amida Buddha calling to me, Satoshi, come to my embrace, come to my embrace. By placing hands together, we can find oneness with Buddha's compassion. Let us recite the name of Amida Buddha together with awareness, Amida Buddha's compassion forever embracing those people who have gone before us, and all of us saying, whatever happens in your life, I shall embrace you. As we think of those people who gone before us, or our life full of pains and difficulties, we may feel so down and then sad. But at the same time, we can find joy in the awareness there is Amida Buddha, who always thinks of me more than I do for myself. Such a comfort, guidance, assurance we are receiving every day, every moment. In this embrace of Amida Buddha's compassion, we are together. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Reverend Tomioka, for that wonderful Dharma message. I just wanted to share one more side note on Reverend Tomioka, because Reverend Brennan mentioned the other one. So, not only ukulele, but he loves Disney movies. And his favorite movie is Aladdin. Anyway, thank you. Okay, all rise and turn to your brown book, page 174, Gatha with these hands, page 174. Please remain standing for the Nembutsu. found in your red service book on page 135.
Endless flow of time, each life is a mere ripple, existing only for an instantaneous moment and disappearing forever. But each life is a unique experience with beauty and truth all of its own, with no identical counterpart in history and none absolutely the same in the future. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida.
Please be seated. Okay, we will now have announcements by our President, Dennis.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming today. Boy, it's so packed in here, yeah? Thank you, Reverend Tomioka. That was such a wonderful message. I think everybody enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you, Reverend Bert, for being leading our service, and thank you, Reverend Barbara. Thank you, Cynthia, for being our MC. Lisa, playing beautifully at the piano. Refreshments, please stick around. We're going to have some Ono food. So the refreshment team is Team A, led by Lisa, in fact, working hard. Guests, we have two ladies, Sarah and Christy. Could you please stand? Thank you for coming. Okay, last week was Dana. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Sandra's son, Tyler Yamanouchi. Welcome. We'll see you more often.
Hopefully, if I can get some days off.
And we also have repeat guests. They were here last Sunday, so when I saw them, I said, wait, this is deja vu. I mean, so let's see. Amy and Gail Hirohata Goto, and Mel and Irene Ida. Welcome back. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, last week was our Dharma Day Service, our selfless giving, and we appreciate your selflessly offering some monies to our collection. We collected $210, which we donated to the Buddhist Women Association. Thank you very much. Next Sunday is our remembrance service. If you would like to remember a loved one who passed away in the month of February of any year, you may do so during this remembrance service. We'll have a sign-up sheet, so add your name to the list, and we'll be calling that name for you to come up and offer incense. If you have a picture of that loved one, you're welcome to bring that and we'll place it up at the top. Reminder that we are continuing meditation sessions every Thursday afternoon, 5 to 6 o'clock, led by Reverend Bert. And also, we'll be starting an adult Dharma class March 11th. It'll run for 6 weeks on Saturdays from 10 to 11, again, beginning March 11th. Next Saturday, there will be we'll have a joint volunteer effort with the Windward Interfaith Ohana from 9 to 11. It's an effort to remove rubbish and invasive species from the Hamakua Marsh. We'll be meeting along Hamakua just before Kailua Drive. Those of you who live in Kailua, you might be more familiar than I am. But evidently there's a parking lot. We'll be meeting there to do some cleanup. Just wear whatever sun protection, hat, suntan lotion, long sleeves perhaps, shoes, any tools that's needed they'll be providing. Oh, and don't forget gloves. Those of you who are interested, please let me know so I can get a count. Okay, Cynthia has an announcement.
Okay, the survey sheet, that small square survey sheet that was given to you upon entry, is to ask you whether or not you are interested in Bon dance classes. In other words, Bon fitness classes. These are not to learn any specific dances, but basically to focus on physical and mental exercise together with upbeat Bon dance music. So it should be fun. So please fill out your survey because we're just kind of trying to see if there is interest before we actually have the class, and drop it off. Actually, Diane, would you mind collecting it? Yeah, Diane will collect it. She'll be by the door. Oh, and okay. Oh. And also there's a bowl back there that you can put your reply in. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Shirley Yanagisawa?
Thank you. I'm short, so. No, actually, for those of you who were here last Sunday, you had some trail mix as part of the refreshments. Okay, well, of course you'll know that I bought it at Trader Joe's. And when we went there, we just came back, and this lady gave me these. These are organic. Yeah. So, but it's only, I just want to say, it's only for the children, not for adults, okay? So I'm going to leave it on the table there so the children can help themselves if the parents are willing to have them enjoy the candies, okay? Thank you, Dennis.
What about children at heart? Are there any other announcements? Yes?
And just in case you never knew, one of the songs that we sang, the composer's daughter is here.
Huh? What? Oh. Wow, famous people. Okay. Well, right after this again, we'll have refreshments. So let's say some words of thanksgiving. In the red service book, if you could turn to page 126. We are truly grateful for this wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddha's compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you very much.